Do you focus so much on frugal living today that you sometimes forget to look for habits that you can invest in that will really help you in the future? In this video, I have key habits that you can invest in today for your frugal future. And they're not what you think. Let's go. Thank you to Stash for sponsoring today's video. And this is the habit of investing money. This is where Stash, our sponsor for today's video, comes in. Now, most of us are aware that investing our money is important. We know that if we just hold on to cash, we are potentially losing money due to just plain old inflation. Beyond this, most of us need to work with investments as part of retirement planning. So we may have some experience working with investments through 401k or similar programs at work or from IRAs. Those of us who have saved for kids' college may have some experience with 529s. And I've been like this too. I had this kind of important, foundational, but fairly limited experience with investing until the folks from Stash reached out to me to see if I would be interested in trying Stash out and maybe sharing it with you folks. I had been interested in trying out investing in a more modern way, but I didn't know where to start. I discovered that investing in the way Stash encourages investing doesn't have to be complicated. And in fact, Stash helps make it easy. I've been using the Stash app for a couple of months now, and I have to say, if you've thought about investing, Stash can be a great way to get going on it. Stash might work well for you if you are looking to start investing, put your investing strategy on autopilot, or start building wealth through investing. So here's the thing. Stash costs as little as $1 a month and offers 3 simple plans. You can choose the plan that's right for you. This is the big one for me, and one I really want to highlight for you folks. The simplicity of the app can make it easy to get started investing. You can choose from over 3,000 stocks and ETFs and get some advice along the way, or you can set up a smart portfolio and Stash will invest for you. What I really love about Stash, besides the actual ease of use, is what the folks at Stash call the Stash way. This boils down to investing regularly, staying diversified, and investing for the long term. Stash also has a special offer for my viewers. When you sign up with a link in the description and add $1 or more to your personal portfolio, Stash will give you a bonus of $50 to start. So, click the link in the description box below and get started. Thanks again to Stash for sponsoring today's video. For habit number 1, I want to take you back a few days when I was going on an exercise walk, because the first habit that I want you to invest in is the habit of attending to and taking care of your health. First of all, welcome to my neighborhood where I want to talk about our first habit, which is investing in your health. I use the word investment carefully because we're talking here about something that you give something and then you expect to get something in return. That's an investment. When you invest in your health by, say, walking around this beautiful park, in this beautiful area where you can see mountains and flowers and all sorts of things, you get an experience that you can enjoy in the moment. You are not spending money at the time that you are exercising, whether it's walking around your block or whether it is going to a gym that you've already paid a membership for. You're not paying anything additional. Whatever you do to take care of your health is going to pay off in the long run. That's very rare that any of us arrive at our mid-50s, which is where I am, without having acquired some health problems that are going to stick with us really for the rest of our lives and probably get worse. So I don't want to sugarcoat this. I don't want to suggest that if you are in a wheelchair, you should just get up and walk. I don't want to suggest that if you have serious health problems, that just doing simple exercises every day is going to take care of everything. Not at all. What I am saying is that you know you, and you know your needs, and you know what you need to do to take care of your health in the best way possible. In fact, as soon as I said health, something popped to your mind that was probably an impossibility, so don't try to conquer that. But something also popped to your mind that you thought, I could just do that today. I could do that right now. I could do it in the next 5 minutes, or I could do it by tomorrow. Put down below in the comments, what is that thing that you thought to yourself, yes, I could do this? Number 2 comes to us from our beloved Goldie, the elderly golden retriever who knows everything and just wants treats and attention. And Goldie says to us, invest in your relationships. Now this is easy. If you're an elderly golden retriever, you have your people and you love your people. And it's as simple as that. For those of us who are human, sometimes we forget and we gloss over our relationships because especially in adulthood, we may discover that we are involved in some very difficult relationships. Relationships that are not easy for us to maintain, but possibly not easy for us to get out of. And this could be anything from personal relationships to work relationships, family relationships, friends. All kinds of things may be affecting us. And when I say invest in your relationships, I'm asking us to take a step back from every relationship that we are in and to look at it and ask, does this relationship honor everything that I can be in my frugal life? Does it give me a chance to contribute in the relationship? Do I feel like I am able to meet my financial goals in this relationship? Do I feel like I am financially abused in this relationship? And we have talked before about what it's like to escape from abuse. And it's possible that you can escape from abuse without having been affected by financial abuse, which directly affects your frugal journey. But I don't know of any instances that I could point to where financial abuse is not part of overall generalized abuse. And if you are escaping from abuse, it may be a very long road to reestablish relationships that you can trust. And I want to tell you that it is worth doing this because you will be able to reestablish a financial future for yourself. Invest in relationships that give you something and that give you the opportunity to contribute and that are equal and that give you a chance to establish, understand, and live by your frugal priorities. Any time that we are being financially abused, when money is being held over us in a way that is really uncomfortable and makes us feel unsafe, that's a relationship to re-examine. I know it's hard, and there are not any easy answers, but look at it honestly at the very least and invest in improving your relationships little by little, day by day, moment by moment, so that you can live frugally in your own way. If you need help with this, I would love to encourage you to watch a YouTuber named Dr. Ramani. Dr. Ramani Durvasala writes a lot about abuse and how to get out of it and how to manage if you can't get out of it. She doesn't speak specifically about finances, but so many of us have had conversations in the comments about what abuse has done to us financially and in our overall lives that I really can't just leave it here. I am not a trained therapist. I have no qualifications to speak to this issue, but Dr. Ramani certainly does. If you need help and you don't know where to start, check out her YouTube channel. She releases one video a day and they are all brilliant and very encouraging. So invest in your relationships and make sure that you are getting yourself as safe as possible so that you can live your best frugal life. I truly cannot thank you enough for being here. This channel has seen extreme growth over the last few months, and I am so glad that you're here. Would you give this video a like and share it with a friend? And if you're new here, consider subscribing and hit that notification bell so you'll get notified first of new videos. We really want you to stick around. We are a friendly and frugal bunch here. If you want to contribute to the growth of the channel, click the link below at Buy Me a Coffee, where you can make a one-time contribution or become a monthly member. Thank you again. Let's keep going. Habit number 4 to invest in for your future is invest in your hopes and dreams. I want to pause here and remind you that an investment is where you give something in the expectation that you will get back more in return than you initially gave. Now, investments are rarely, if ever, actually guaranteed, but you have the possibility of getting back more than you gave. It's an investment if that happens. And habit number 4 is invest in your hopes and dreams, invest in making them a reality. And this takes time, and I want to reintroduce you to something that I'm doing. I'm taking lessons in speaking Korean because sometime in the next 5 years, I want to travel to Korea and possibly live there for a time. Wouldn't that be exciting to do frugal living videos from Korea and talk to you about Korean style frugal living and maybe travel other parts of the world and learn about frugal living there as well. In fact, I hope you can see this, but I have learned to write my name in Korean, Amy, and I'm super excited about it. This is a hope. This is a dream. I have taken 12 classes in the Korean language and I am absolutely terrible at it, but I would love to get so much better. I would love to be able to travel, and not just travel to Korea, but travel to other places. How do I make my hopes and dreams come true? Right now is not the time for me to do that kind of traveling. It doesn't work in my life, but I can take a class, I can study about the place that I'd like to go to, and I can get my passport ready so that when the time is right, I can go. What hopes and dreams do you have that seem like a pipe dream right now, but that you can take a simple, frugal step towards? And when you think about your hopes and dreams, think about what could you do frugally to start making that happen today. Tell me all about it. Wherever you are on your frugal living journey, take the next step, whatever that next step is for you, and know that you are not alone, and I am so proud of you. Live frugally, change your life, and together we will change the world. I can't wait to see you again soon. Bye-bye.